for the land of the...
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. D.A. Jake.
Hey, Kevin.
You're fun to watch, D.A. Thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here's Simmons. Floats one, and it's good on the way in.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up. And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Left side, Horford. Richardson dishes to Embiid, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Young taking his time here. From the line, and he hits the jump shot. Young's got his second basket of the game. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
First team.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Here's Hunter. No dice from the high post.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Simmons slams it in.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
And here's Young from the arc. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Simmons inside. Defended by Young. Simmons' shot is good.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Capella finds Collins. Good D by Embiid.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Here's Simmons. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. The Atlanta making some changes. Damian Jones is checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bembry in for Kevin Herter. The 76ers also with a sub. Eibel's checked in.
One thing all scouts love about Cam Reddish, for a wing, he has a huge frame that typically bodes well at this level.
Outside for Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Harris. Embiid trying to break loose. It's good on the putback.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It's Young on the wing. 105. Hold on! one.
You gotta buckle up on that one. I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Simmons. Yep, that one goes. Simmons got 10 points.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
And Reddish with the slam.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Simmons passes to Embiid. Second chance shot. Rebound by the Hawks.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Harris. The putback, and Embiid is right there. 6 points for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Young outside. Puts up a three. Horford with the rebound. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Burks. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Terrific body control from Burks, reading angles and creating space.
Here's Teague, and it's blocked by Scott. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Atlanta, you've got Reddish. Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Dwayne Dedman, and it's Fernando in at the foursome. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Horford. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense, he might have gotten over-eager.
And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Right side Robinson. Back to Korkmaz. The pass to Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. And that time, also a missed shot.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, trying to go to something else, and flat out choked it. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Atlanta leading by 4. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bembry. Philadelphia also making some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Horford. Shake Milton comes in for Robinson. And it's Richardson in for Korkmaz. Capella against Embiid. And Capella sends it back. Here's Fernando. And he jams it with authority.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
For a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Here's Herter. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Milton. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of the game. Over T. A shot by Milton, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Damian Jones is checked in for the Hawks. Young comes in for T. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Alec Burks.
You know what? You forget that he's small in stature. Trae Young's skill set is exactly what every team is looking for.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Shake Milton. There's 1:17 left here in the second. Richardson outside. Simmons inside. And Simmons slams it in.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim, he ends a huge run by Atlanta.
Hung outside, goes up to the stripe. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Richardson. It's on target from the high post.
I like that Josh Richardson is more comfortable in this offense, just taking what the defense allows.
Young against Simmons. Rejected by Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Collins checked in for Atlanta. There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Simmons against Young. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Thybulle.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
A nice shot by Young.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent, you look at the core of this young Hawks team. They have Trae Young, John... Thanks for joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And Young kicks to Collins. Young inside, working on Horford. And it's Young, that time on the assist by Collins.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Young's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 6. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Simmons dishes to Horford. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Harris.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Poked loose. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Reddish. Tight defense on him. Here's Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Horford the pass to Embiid. That ties the game. Embiid's got 14 points for the game.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Capella kicks to Hunter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
The Atlanta making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. DeAndre Bembry comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Teague in for Young. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. And Robinson III comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. Here's Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
And above the rim finisher, Dedmon gets most of his points right at the rack.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Here's Dedmon. Collins. That one, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
Damian Jones is checked in for John Collins. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. Reddish the pass to Jones. Teague against Burks, and the foul on Alec Burks. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:17 left in the third. Bembry kicks to Reddish. Shot clock at 5. Bembry shot good.
I like how Reddish just keeps his head up and finds the right guy to give it to.
To the inside. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Reddish. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And the 76ers get it back. And the dunk by Embiid.
And guys, we've become accustomed to this. Embiid's a dynamic scorer who's comfortable shouldering the offensive load.
Outside Teague. Pass to Bembry. The kick out to Teague. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's something you cannot have defensively. Allowing Dedmon to power through contact for the potential and one.
The Atlanta shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
The 76ers trail by 3. Now here's Richardson. Can't cash in from the high post. Here's Herter, and he banks in the layup. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Keeping that dribble alive, Herter does a good job of picking his way through the defense.
And the shot goes down.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the net.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Hawks lead. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Then it's Jones. Then there's Hunter. And it's Fernando in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And stolen by Thibault. And dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And here's Young from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
We saw that coming all the way. Trae Young just doing what he does best.
Richardson dishes to Harris. The Hawks leading. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Herter passes to Young. A baseline J. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Korkmaz. That 3 off the mark. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Jones in the post, guarded by Horford. Young outside, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Hawks lead by 4.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. He kicks it to Jones. To the middle. Here's Fernando. The layup missed. And so Horford will bring it up for Philadelphia. Got a piece of it. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Young with no one around. And the 3 off target. The 76ers trail by 4. Korkmaz passes to Thibault. 3 on none. There's no one back for the finish. And then Jones with the jam.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thanks, David. Collins kicks to Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. Herter passes to Young. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid, the 76ers trail by 6. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Gaining more confidence, Tobias putting the team on his back at a crucial point in this game.
Down low, Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Here's Harris. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Another shot. Rebounded by Capella. Here's Atlanta. They're on an 11-2 run. It's Young on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
They shoot again. And yes, it's good. Young's got the lead up to 10 now for Atlanta.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Embiid. Scott comes in for Al Horford. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Richardson. And Raul Neto is subbed in for Tobias Harris. Here's Graham. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the 76ers on the break. A nice shot by Simmons.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player, someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
Embry the pass to Labissiere. 7-foot shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so the Hawks take... All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith... The Celtics strutting through the tunnel earlier on. The Boston, and with...
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, D.A. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Boston, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at center. Now here's Walker. Outside Tatum. Launches a 3. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Tatum.
Oh, impressive ball handling from Tatum. He attracts the other team's focus and then finds open man.
On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with great supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
Now here's Richardson. After Gordon Hayward's miss, the shot no good. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Passes it to Tatum. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
But the versatility of Simmons astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Brown the pass to Tice. Hayward against Harris. And here's Tatum for 3. The shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
I mean, he does things that other bigs simply can't. Horford, a phenomenal passer for his position.
Inside, the kick out to Walker. Boston again missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Here's Embiid. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. To end the run. Here's Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Pass to Walker. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Embiid.
Now, you got to be careful around Embiid. When he's around, he's capable of coming up with these blocks.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Now here is Harris. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Williams, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Josh Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Ben Simmons.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Korkmaz passes to Burks. Up and in on the layup.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016, spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Now here's Smart after the miss from Joel Embiid. And Cantor able to finish.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
And here now is Thibault. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Williams, here we go. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Philadelphia. Jake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Now, here's Burks. Kicks it to Scott. Burks on the wing. Back to Embiid. Taken away by Williams. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Smart leading the charge. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Boston, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's Scott on the wing. Back to Burks. High post, Embiid. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. 8 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The kick out to Williams. Shoots over Scott. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Celtics lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Well, credit to coaching. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
Walker and Smart, the guards. Williams is out there with Hayward. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Jacks up a 3. Here's Williams. Outside, Smart. The 3. Robinson pulls it in. The 76ers trail. Here's Embiid. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Walker. Right side, Williams. Back to Walker. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the pass to Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
You can't leave guys open around Walker, I'll tell you that. He sees when the defense is overcommitted.
Burks kicks to Embiid. To the middle. And it's Robinson, that time on the assist by Embiid.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. 1 play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Now, here's Walker. Williams finds Walker. Williams trying to break free. No good on the triple. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Basket good.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
The kick out to Williams. The Celtics working the ball around now. And a wide open look for Walker. No good on the 3. The 76ers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 3.
just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Williams gets the bucket.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Burks with it. Williams picks him up. Burks the pass to Scott. High arcing shot, rebounded by the Celtics. And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. Feeds to Smart. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Smart's got his first 2 points.
Look, right there, the defense overcommits. Hayward with good awareness finds the open man.
Hilton the pass to Embiid. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Williams. The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting for Boston.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for the Celtics. Dennis Cantor's checked in for Robert Williams. Semi Ojeleye comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Brown in for Smart. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. Richardson outside. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Williams finds Brown. And finished off by Brown.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim rocking Shazam.
Simmons inside. Guarded by Walker. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Simmons.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Back to Brown. Lots of room. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Now here's Richardson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Brown. And it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
When Walker gets out in transition, good luck. Running so quickly down the floor for these high percentage chances.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And right.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a 1-possession lead in the period. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. It's Brown with the drive. Pass to Tatum. Here's Wanamaker. And a miss there on the triple. Philadelphia shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Here's Ojeleye. Uses both hands to slam it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
incredible concentration from the Australian. Even when you body Simmons up, he's great at powering through.
To the inside. Here's Cantor. And he converts the layup. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Stripped away. And again, Boston running the court in transition. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, I'll say this. Tatum gives you options in the open court because he can score from anywhere.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. And stolen by Tatum. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Daniel Tice comes in for Cantor. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Ojeleye. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. The Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Hayward passes to Tice. 6 to shoot. Passes to Wanamaker. And stolen by Simmons. Harris kicks to Thybulle. Richardson the pass to Harris. Now here's Simmons. It's Richardson on the wing. Guarded by Smart. Here's Horford. And the layup's good off the glass. Horford's got his first bucket in this one.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Celtics have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Celtics making a switch here. Walker's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Korkmaz is checked in. In the corner, Horford with it. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
And C-Web, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Simmons. Back to Thybulle. And Horford wide open. He shoots, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it's Walker penetrating. Good on the shot.
But Walker has speed to burn. A nightmare keeping him out of the paint.
The 76ers trail by 5. 1:10 left to play in the third. Horford high post. He kicks to Simmons. Clock at 6. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Celtics on D. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Give him another. Simmons is terrific tonight. He's figuring out ways to light it up.
Simmons against Walker. And here's Tatum for 3. Horford with the rebound. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Harris, the basket good off the assist from Simmons. And now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent at looking to get them going.
Tice inside, working on Horford. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Brown. The three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 7.
Determining Brown's ceiling, I mean, how good of an outside shooter can he become? I mean, to me, that's the only question. But he may have already exceeded expectations.
Simmons inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 18 points for him.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Boston on top, they're up by 2, and will return shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game, brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Boston. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams, and it's Walker in at the point guard. That's good from Kemba Walker.
And with the Celtics entering that win-now mode last season, the acquisition of Walker just made too much sense.
Yeah, he's a proven winner. Dating back to college, Walker's made a ton of clutch shots in his career. GA, as long as he's in Boston, he'll have plenty of opportunities to continue that.
Embiid against Tice, and the dunk by Embiid.
Using that speed to his advantage. Embiid is so devastating when driving to the basket.
Simmons against Walker. Pass to Brown. Back to Walker. The Celtics working the ball around now. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers trail by 4. Richardson outside. It's stolen by Brown. Hayward finds Kanter. Brown outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Shot clock at 5. To the paint, here's Kanter. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Kanter's got 4 this quarter. And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage grade, both career highs last season.
And Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
There's the pass to Walker. Back to Tatum. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. And now Philadelphia on the break. Simmons passes to Embiid. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Simmons finds Embiid. It's Richardson on the wing. Now Embiid in the corner. Horford with it. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. Walker with it. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Celtics making a change here. Wanamaker's checked in. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Simmons. Lays it up off the glass. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
Easy to see why Simmons is on the floor. He's terrific at capitalizing during important parts of the game. 1:49 left in the fourth. Off with the layup.
He's going up for the alley-oop, and Tice throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Embiid against Tice. Now here's Embiid. Not a lot of room. And the dunk by Embiid.
I like seeing Embiid rise to the occasion. He knows how to capitalize during important stretches of games.
Brown outside. .114 left to play here in the fourth. Just 4 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Cantor. A three-pointer off the mark. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a hand on it. And staying with the play, Harris. And now just a 1-point Boston lead.
Just incredible patience by Harris, rising to the occasion in a big way with the key basket.
Wanamaker the pass to Brown. Down low, here's Tice, and the rejection by Embiid. Here's Thibault. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Brown inside, guarded by Embiid, and stolen by Horford. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harris kicks to Horford. Here's Simmons. He feeds it to Embiid. It falls!
What I love about the big man is his fearlessness. I mean, Embiid, he's a leader who feels comfortable taking big shots.
Tatum passes to Wanamaker to stop the run. Can't knock in the three. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this The bustling financial district here in Canada. Now it's ended up.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Now here's Simmons. Richardson outside. 5 on the clock. Bucket is good.
Boy, Richardson has a sneaky mid-range game, folks. Keeps the defense off balance.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Here's Harris.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Sinks the three-pointer. Harris has got 5.
Nice touch from downtown. Tobias Harris continues to look better and better from this area.
Lowry kicks to Anunoby to halt the run, and it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
The Raptors have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Here's Anunoby. No good that time. Good work defensively by Richardson. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Now here is Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. Now Simmons. Bobbed up there for Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
I tell you, Embiid's teammates absolutely love setting him up. I mean, they know he's going to finish strong every time.
And here's Simmons for 3. That shot, no good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Siakam finds Lowry. Raptors moving the ball around. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Lowry. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. And the Raptors with the ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice. You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
From past the arc. That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
And the nice bucket inside from Richardson.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Simmons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Powell, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Josh Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Ben Simmons.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
This one for three. Here's Embiid. Here's Korkmaz. But he gets it back. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That one drops for him. Embiid's got 6 points.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Thybulle. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this.
It was always a team, and I think we don't look at one player and say he's going to save us. You know, we got to save each other. We got to play for each other.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Yeah, versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Mike Scott. Alec Burks is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Robinson, and it's Korkmaz in the fourth. Burks looking around, pass to Robinson. It's Korkmaz in the corner. That one wide left.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
Kinetic leaping ability, broad shoulders. Jefferson smashing his way inside.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Robinson for three. They get it again.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Raptors trail by 12. Powell, the pass to Boucher. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Out left to the wing. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Burks. And it's Thybulle in the corner. Lets the three fly. A new 14 for the 76ers. And here's Burks. 6 to shoot. Fast break Toronto. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself, couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The 76ers leading by 11. Robinson kicks to Korkmaz. Steps back and fires. A second chance effort. Here's Scott. Thybulle on the wing. Passes it to Burks. Inside. It's stolen by Davis. Fast break Toronto. Here's Powell. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Powell's got his first points in this one.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Thibault finds Scott. Here's Korkmaz. Another three for Philadelphia.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Powell. Makes it off the glass.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
The 76ers leading by 10. Thibault, the pass to Robinson. Here's Korkmaz. The three-pointer, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And the officials call a traveling violation. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Philadelphia's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. It's Richardson on the wing. And the pass to Milton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go. All the way if he can. Over Milton. Lowry can't get it to go. 76ers shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Pass to Harris. And here is Simmons. Pass to Richardson. On the way, Harris. Shot clock at 6. Nets the corner three. Harris has got 8 points.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Top of the key, Ibaka. Outside Lowry. Anunoby in the corner. They get the rebound. Ibaka, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow! Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to from the get-go. It was Philadelphia who came out strong. Some lights-out offense and
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Toronto right now, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at center. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact, and if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that...
Oh, what a dunk!
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
Pass to Anunoby. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Harris. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And the dunk by Embiid.
When he's close to the rim, the attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
Outside Lowry. And stolen by Simmons. Pass break Philadelphia. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Great look, but off the mark. Raptors trail by 15. Anunoby with it. Now defended by Embiid. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. And now the 76ers on the break. Embiid leading the charge. Horford finds Harris. Embiid with it. Covered by Van Vliet. Embiid with it. He's got 10. Clock at 4. The Raptors shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Simmons looking around. Feeds it to Horford. Kicks it to Richardson.
2 minutes left.
Outside, Simmons pulls it from 20. Rebound by the Raptors. 1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. Siakam passes to Anunoby. Trying to get something going, and he's good on the 3-ball. Anunoby's got his first 3 points of the game.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Embiid, the pass to Simmons. For 3, Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Outside Lowry. The pass to Anunoby. For 3, Van Vliet. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And stolen by Siakam. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
It seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Philadelphia also making some changes. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Simmons.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Lets it go from deep. He doesn't hit that one. And Toronto will come the other way. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Davis missing. The 76ers leading by 17. Now, here's Boucher. Gasol. And Gasol able to finish. Gasol's got his first 2 points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. 76ers lead by 15. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the 76ers, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Korkmaz is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Robinson in at the small forward. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Trailing by 17.
That long reach of Embiid's is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out shooters.
Back to Korkmaz. Robinson against Davis. Goes up on the high post. Robinson misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's Powell on the wing, guarded by Robinson. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. Korkmaz passes to Milton. And Robinson wide open, he shoots. And the three off target. Raptors trail by 17. Gasol dishes to Ibaka. Good work defensively by Horford. Philadelphia has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Milton. Nailed from three-point land. Milton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Powell, no one around him. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. The 76ers leading by 20. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Milton. A putback, and Embiid is right there.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Kept alive. It's Powell on the wing. Ibaka finds Powell. And again, Toronto no up. 76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. A shot by Milton, no good. Raptors have gone 0 of 6 in the fourth quarter. Disastrous start to the period. It's Davis on the wing. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, swiped it away. Now Embiid, and they double up Embiid. Pass to Korkmaz. It's stolen by Davis. Fast break, here they come. Tipped away. It's stolen by Milton. Three-pointer by Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia. And the foul called on Korkmaz. That's his first foul. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Milton the pass to Embiid to the left side wing. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. A shot by Milton, no good. Raptors trail by 18.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Joel Embiid.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Launches it. McCaw grabs the miss. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Neto. Pass to Scott. To the middle. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. That one rolling around and rims out. Johnson right side. From 17 feet out. Gets the bucket.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This Up next, the Hawks. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the 1. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now here's Simmons.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Embiid against Capella. Embiid inside, shoots over Capella. Collins with the block.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
The try by Simmons. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta with the ball. Young for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You start getting the feeling that Trae Young is going to be one of those guys that once he gets into his three-point motion, count it.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Here's Simmons following the basket by Trae Young. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Horford trying to free himself up. Simmons can't get it to go.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Young outside. And another shot. Collins kicks to Young. Again, Young missing. 76ers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Richardson. Connects in the foul line jumper.
Nice job, Richardson, playing now in the mid-range. That tells me his offensive game is showing confidence.
Young outside. The high post shot, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Young's got 7.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Harris outside. The Trae. Rebounded by the Hawks. To the inside. Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Simmons against Young. Richardson left side. 1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. And he comes up with the deuce. 9 points in the game so far. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's Simmons following the basket by Trae Young. No good from Simmons. The Hawks, another fast break opportunity here. It's Young on the wing. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Simmons. Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. The 76ers trail by 13. Harris dishes to Richardson. Back to Harris. It's stolen by Reddish. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Embiid still looking for his first bucket in this one. Harris trying to get free. Embiid, no good. Young looking it over. Wide open shot is on the money. Young's got 13 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Hawks on top, up by 15.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
On the attack right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Jones. Then it's Reddish. Then there's Teague. And it's Bembry in at the 2 guard.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Jones. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. The 76ers trail by 15. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Korkmaz over Reddish. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jeff Teague. It's his first trip to the line.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
Atlanta making a switch here. Fernando's checked in.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Bembry, defended by Milton. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Korkmaz. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Atlanta leading by 13. Here's Bembry. Robinson with the block. And he recovers it. Teague the pass to Dedmon. The kick out to Teague. Back to Dedmon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
And he trims the lead to single digits. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
And breathe the pass to Dedmon. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Horford. And the 76ers with possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. Burks kicks to Scott. Right side, Simmons.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
And now the 76ers on the break. Burks, the pass to Horford. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Fernando. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Now, here's Milton. He's guarded closely to the left wing. Horford with it. Dedmon's there. 4 on the clock.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
And stolen by Horford. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Simmons.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Here's Teague. Dedmon trying to break free. Teague can't hit.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And being a second-generation NBA talent, Horford knows how to stay successful in this league. You see how he's evolved his game to keep up with the time.
And Al Horford drops them both. Young outside. Buries it from three-point range. Young's got 16.
All about getting into a rhythm as a shooter. When Trae Young finds his, he's pretty fine at taking those shots.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 16 points. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got his first points of the game.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Young, good.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Young with no one around. Another miss by Young.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Richardson had a hand on it.
How about that? That's a big boost defensively if Herter can get in there and block shots and intimidate in some way.
Young outside. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Another 3 for Atlanta. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Here's Hunter. Kicks to Capella. Now the pass to Collins. It's Young on the wing. Back to Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Simmons. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Reddish is checked in.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
It's tipped. Stolen by Collins. And the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. Jones checked in for Clint Capella. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 17 points was their biggest margin. Richardson against Young. And good that time.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
The 76ers trail by 10. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Will it go? Embiid, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Young, no good. The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Hunter, no one around him, and that comes off the assist by Jones. And it's a 12-point Atlanta lead. It's Richardson on the wing, defended by Young. Richardson against Young. Takes a shot at the elbow. Richardson, no luck. The Hawks leading by 12. Here's Collins, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Korkmaz. Dives for it, and another turnover here by Philadelphia. Some changes for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Robinson, and Alec Burks subbed in for Richardson. Atlanta also making some changes here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Bembry comes in for DeAndre Hunter, and it's Teague in for Young. Here's Reddish. And it's off from three-point range. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. And that'll be his third foul so far. And Philadelphia making a change here. Milton's checked in. Outside Teague. Pass to Fernando. Outside Teague. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Jones. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 14.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
On the wing, Milton over Teague. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Atlanta sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Hawks. Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Reddish in at the 3.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
Kevin Herter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Now, here's Thibault. Gets it down to single digits.
Well, his versatility makes you consider Al Horford as one of the game's best bigs. Finish through contact like he does there.
Here's Herter. Dedmon in the high post. Back to Herter. 6 on the shot clock. Misses the 3.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Young outside. He feeds it to Capella. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Simmons. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And it's in there. Simmons got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
To the wing on the left. To the middle. Here's Capella. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Simmons dishes to Horford. Pass to Embiid.
2 minutes left.
Richardson outside. Back to Embiid. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Shoots over Capella. Embiid, no good. Atlanta leading by 7. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And here's Young from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. Young's got 11 in the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Young outside. Passes it to Capella. Young against Simmons. It's Collins with the drive, and then Collins slams it in.
What a dunker this guy is. Collins capable of bringing this crowd out of their seats.
And here's Harris from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Young against Simmons. The pass to Capella. Young outside. 6 to shoot. Pulls up. High post. Here's Collins. Pass to Hunter. Goes back up. Young, no good. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 7-point differential. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player, someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
And here is Simmons. It's Richardson on the wing. Simmons inside. That shot misses. And so the Hawks take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. A look from above the incredible City Hall building here in before we...
Hey, Kevin, with this...
Growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at center. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from three.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. And then Brown with the dunk.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
Inside, that's tipped and stolen by Tatum. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Tice. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Boston shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Stolen by Walker. Good work defensively by Richardson.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
Smart's checked in for the Celtics. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Fires the 3. Simmons pulls it in. And here comes Horford leading the fast break. Richardson for 3. It's not going to go for him. So the Celtics will take it the other way. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, Walker fires for 3.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Shoots from the high post. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia. Harris finds Horford. The putback and staying with the play. Harris.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Tice passes to Hayward. The kick out to Tatum. With the putback, and Hayward is right there.
Well, there's length and athleticism when you're talking about Gordon Hayward, and that lets him get to the offensive window.
And Simmons slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
On up the court. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Simmons got 6 points. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Walker against Simmons. Walker the pass to Tice. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 3. The offensive rebound. And it's Smart with the extra effort.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Outside, Simmons. to the paint, and Embiid throws it down.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
The kick out to Tatum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falls.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Hayward finds Tice. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Gordon Hayward in that instance. You think of him as a scorer, but he's a terrific setup guy as well.
Here's Simmons. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And he's got great length for a point guard, and it served him well on that play.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Richardson. And the Celtics also making a change. Brown is checked in for Smart. And it's Brown missing. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Thybulle. Another shot. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Brown. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul. Walker in the post. Burks covering. And the shot goes in.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
Here's Scott. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him.
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so.
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Scott, and it's Robinson. In at the 3, the small forward.
Well, Burks has exceptional athleticism, and ooh, he flies to the cup. That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
The 76ers making a switch here. Milton's checked in. Green, he's checked in for the Celtics. Marcus Smart comes in for Brown. Smart finds Canner. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, there is something special about the way Enes Kanter performs on the offensive end. He is a tough cover.
And Kanter drops them both. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers. Leading by 5. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. He lobs it up, and another turnover here by Philadelphia.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Celtics trail by 5. Here's Wanamaker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. They kick it out to Green. Smart passes to Cantor. Can't cash in from close range. Stolen by Cantor. And stolen by Scott. Milton with it. Working on Green. Robinson passes to Milton. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Cantor. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Lays it up and banks it in. So here's Burks. Over to the left wing. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And the foul on Mike Scott. That's his first foul. Al Horford's checked in for Philadelphia. Richardson comes in for Alec Burks. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Green. Brown, right side. Wanamaker, the pass to Brown. Hits the jumper in space. Brown's got 6 points.
Brown showing off that delicate touch, becoming much more reliable with his jumper the longer he plays in the NBA.
Richardson against Smart. Puts up a three. A shot by Milton, no good. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And it's Williams with the jam.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And Doris, much has been made of Brown's improvement offensively, and rightly so. But when you ask Coach Stevens about him, he always goes back to his defense.
Well, it's never a surprise for the coach that is the first and foremost thing on their mind. At 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, that incredible athleticism, Jaylen Brown can guard the elite wings in this league, and he holds his own and competes at a high level. It's a must-have for any championship team.
Richardson left side. Passes it to Korkmaz. Horford trying to free himself up. Korkmaz, no good. And here's Boston. They're on a 10-2 run here, and it's Williams finishing it off.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
The baseline jam, and that one hits back iron. And the call will be against Al Horford. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Josh Richardson. And then for Boston, Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Cantor. Gordon Hayward comes in for Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. There's the lob to Brown. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
Simmons looking around. Here's Embiid. Rebound by Williams. Brown outside. Williams finds Walker. Back to Williams. Just 3 on the clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist in this one. And a close game so far through the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were always within striking distance. And
after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the floor for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. Brown against Richardson. Clock at 6. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have, man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
And moving to a star-laden team last year, Walker continued to produce as he always has.
And the scoring average may have gone down, but that was totally expected. This has been a seamless integration of Kemba Walker. Coach Stevens has got to get some credit here. You allow Kemba Walker to play to his strengths, but you also allow him to thrive in the team situation with other talent.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Hayward leading the charge, and stolen by Simmons. Horford, and the dunk by Horford.
One thing you can't afford is to allow Al Horford to get to this spot. It's over if you do.
Left side, Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Down low. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
And Walker kicks to Tice. Back to Walker. Poked loose. And here's Tice. He's got 6. Back to Walker. Tice with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
It's stolen by Tice. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. And then Brown with the dunk.
I'll tell you, allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong.
Simmons inside. Working on Walker. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Simmons. Brown against Richardson. Brown dishes to Walker. That one good for 2. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
Listen, if you're going to give Kemba Walker that kind of shot, he will take it. Makes it look easy.
And Simmons kicks to Horford. Embiid with it. He's picked up by Walker. And he gets the bucket. Simmons got 17.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Oh, my goodness, Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Horford. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Josh Richardson, and it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. And then for Boston, Enes Kanter's checked in for Hayward, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Walker. Smart passes to Tice, and Tice throws it down.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
A baseline J. Harris's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. 6-second difference between shot and gameplay. No good on the triple. Celtics leading by 7. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So it's Boston now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. They've got Korkmaz, Joel Embiid out there with Robinson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Thibault in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Williams dishes to Smart. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Here's Smart. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Back to Korkmaz. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Robinson. And the Celtics also making a change. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Daniel Tice. Boston leading by 10. Here's Wanamaker. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Here's Korkmaz. He's guarded by Williams. Korkmaz, no good. The Celtics shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. And it's Williams finishing it off.
So explosive around the basket. Williams, when the pass is on target, expect him to finish with the rim wrap.
And that one is stuffed right through.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Wanamaker the pass to Smart. Here is Hayward. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. And the Celtics lead by 15.
How about Gordon Hayward going from a guy who as a rookie couldn't get much playing time to now an all-star level talent who you cannot let get space from three?
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Al Horford is checked in for Korkmaz. Josh Richardson comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Burks. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Horford. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Good. Simmons got 10 points here in the second half.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Wanamaker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Harris is checked in for the 76ers. The Celtics also changing it up. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Outside, Simmons. Three-pointer by Embiid. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
A nice shot by Simmons.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Here's Wanamaker. It's hauled in by Richardson. The 76ers trail by 9. Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside, Smart. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Richardson. And here we go with Horford running up the court. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Simmons. There's the pass to Embiid. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
Brown kicks to Smart. Brown feeling it out a bit. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
Tatum against Horford. There's the triple. Tatum's shot is off. And now Philadelphia on the break, and B leading the charge. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Showtime for the Raptors as they pulled into the building.
Kevin, thanks.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, D.A. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Ed Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now here's Simmons. Shot clock at 6. And then Simmons slams it in.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Outside Lowry. Siakam for 3. That shot is off. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Harris finds Richardson. Back to Harris. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did. OG Anunoby out of Indiana. He was the 23rd pick in the 2017 draft. Another great draft selection that day. Slipped due to injuries concerns, but he's been great.
Now here is Lowry. From deep. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. And slam dunk by Harris.
He's a fluid athlete who knows what he's doing. Nice finish by Tobias Harris in transition.
And Smitty, with OG Anunoby, he has a very high ceiling with what he can become.
Greg, OG Anunoby can impact the game on both sides of the ball, which is fantastic. He's a solid defender, and with the ball in his hand, he's very smart, making good decisions. This team is very excited to see his development.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And the Raptors miss again.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
You gotta admire the hard work by Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
The Raptors have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. Van Vliet with the bucket.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
Simmons against Lowry. He gets it in there. Simmons got 7.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Lowry passes to Anunoby. No good on the 3. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Richardson, good. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. Second shot opportunity. Count the basket. He's got 9.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here is Lowry. No points in the game yet for him. Toronto working the ball around now. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Finished off the break.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Lowry against Simmons. To the paint. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Richardson. And it's Bergson for Simmons. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Korkmaz. It's rebounded by Gasol.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Hollis-Jefferson can't hit. Bible on the wing. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
We've got Alec Burks. Scott is out there with Embiid. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And Davis can't get it to go. The 76ers leading by 11. Shoots it. Offensive rebound. And no good that time. Toronto shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Boucher passes to Powell. That 3 off the mark. And the 76ers with possession. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And Terrence Davis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the 76ers. And the pass to Davis. He kicks to Powell. And here is Gasol. Passes to Davis. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. From deep three-point range. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Launches a 3. Milton's shot is good. Milton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And you have to be unselfish if you're going to lead your team to great things. And I think Embiid gets that.
Gasol kicks to Hollis-Jefferson. Back to Gasol. Good work there as it goes. Gasol's got his first basket.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Milton. A putback. It's good on the putback.
They are just killing him on the interior.
It's stolen by Milton. Now here's Embiid. 6 points for him. For 3. Boucher with the rebound.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
It's Powell on the wing. To the inside. Outside for Davis. Out left to the wing. There's Hollis-Jefferson. Boucher. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Philadelphia leading by 14. How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? A nice shot by Embiid. Embiid's got 8 points.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Al Horford's checked in for Embiid. Tobias Harris comes in for Scott. And it's Ben Simmons in for Alec Burks. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Now the 76ers on the break. Harris with the ball. A shot by Milton, no good. Raptors trail by 16. Here's Powell. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. And the 76ers get it back. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Tries from 10. No good there. The 76ers leading by 14. Robinson for 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Toronto's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Powell, the pass to Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Gasol. It's deflected beyond the arc. The shot by Lowry, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
For 3, Harris. A new 14 for the 76ers. Horford, pass to Harris. Simmons on the wing. A second chance effort. Count that one. Simmons got 11.
They can't shake Simmons, and he is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
The drive by Lowry, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And we finished one half of basketball.
Hey, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points and 4 rebounds. And
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So for Toronto right now, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and in the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
And here's Richardson outside, and a dunk by Horford.
And how about the court awareness from Horford? Quickly grabs the board and doesn't let the possession go to waste.
To the right side. From the baseline. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Harris against Anunoby. Harris kicks to Horford. Back to Harris. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. And Embiid is right there. And the 76ers lead by 20.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Well, you need to start somewhere. After 4 straight misses this half, let's see if this gets them going.
Inside, Embiid. The shape. Chalk up 2 there. Embiid's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Ibaka against Embiid. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And a wide open look for Siakam. And again, Toronto no up. The 76ers leading by 19 points. Here's Korkmaz. Richardson outside. Here's Korkmaz. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And, guys, we've become accustomed to this. Embiid's a dynamic scorer who's comfortable shouldering the offensive load.
From deep. And Embiid pulls it down. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Pass to Thibault. To the middle. The kick out to Scott. Now Thibault. 5 to shoot. And Davis pulls it down. Now the Raptors moving it up. Siakam's running. Goes up the baseline. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. 1:19 left to play in the third. Here's Korkmaz. 76ers moving the ball around. Fast break Toronto. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You know, it's not just the energy Siakam brings to the defensive end. It's the instincts. Great job turning them over.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Embiid's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Horford comes in for Embiid, and Alec Burks subbed in for Mike Scott. Raptors also changing it up. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Andre Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Philadelphia leading by 19 points. Back to Korkmaz. Three-pointer. Powell pulls it in.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken. Yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
Gasol kicks to Hollis-Jefferson. On the wing, Davis. Over to the wing. The pass to Powell. Off target with his 3. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers lead by 19. Live from Philadelphia. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Alec Burks is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the small forward. Simmons passes to Horford. Back to Simmons. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And the 76ers lead by 21. Passes it to Lowry. Powell with the bounce pass. Lowry against Simmons. Trains it from 9 feet away.
Wow, Kyle Lowry has nice balance on his jump shot, and he was square to the basket.
Simmons left side. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Burks with the steal. Fires the three. And no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Here's Siakam. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Oh, great concentration from Siakam. Takes the hit, yet his eyes never leave the rim.
Simmons dishes to Harris. His three-pointers off the mark.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Feeds it to Gasol. Outside for Lowry. Off target from outside. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers. Lets the three fly. The 76ers with another miss. Raptors trail by 19. Hollis Jefferson finds Lowry. Now Gasol. Defended by Thibault. It's Powell on the wing. No good with the triple. Philadelphia has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Gasol. Horford the pass to Harris. Another miss by Philadelphia. In Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And the shot goes in from Siakam. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. A three from Simmons. Toronto grabs the miss. Lowry with the ball. And Burks picks him up defensively.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Joel Embiid.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Simmons inside. Lowry covering. Clock at 6.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And Siakam has it in the corner. Offline with his three. Pass to Burks. And here's Harris from the arc. They get it again. Back to Burks. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Harris's shot is good.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Horford high post. Up top, Simmons. The three, no good. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just